Alright y'all, welcome back once again. This time around we're going to do something a little different. We are going to take another look at the Lishi key cutter. I did a recent video on this, well, not too long ago on this. It was, I believe, number 348. And I believe on that video we cut a Schlage key, if I remember right. Now Schlage keys and quickset keys, they're sort of flat. Got one here. They're sort of flat on the blade, so they're very easy to cut with a tool like this, because I've got it upside down. Because like I said, the blade right there that we're actually cutting is real flat, so it stays really nice. So what if you got to cut a key that's not flat? What if you got to cut a more paracentric or wiggly key? Okay, one that's got lots of wiggles to it. This one right here, this is for this Abus Euro cylinder I have up here. As you can see, it says Abus on the deal here, but it actually is like a Yale style keyway, to which we will be using these these are Y2 right here, these keys. I actually cut these shorter. These were the longer key for like a 6-pin lock, but I trimmed them down so that they would be about the length of a 5-pin key. So still same idea, same situation, still the Yale style Y keyway. So how do you cut something that's more paracentric or wiggly like this? Well, same way, same tool, but you just take smaller bites. Alright, so I'm going to try to do it for the camera. What I did do 2 of these prior to recording the video. We've got 2 right here. I copied this key right here. As you can see, hopefully you can see, they line up pretty good, and they both work fine and dandy. Just like that. See? So, can it be done? Abso-frippin-utely. Yes, you can do it. So, 2 major points. The one we'll get into when we start cutting, but 2 of the major points when setting this up. Major points, okay? The stop, where the key stops when you put it into the, by the way, there's the original key, okay? There it is, working in the lock. That's the original key that came with it. So when you're going to cut one, you got to line up 2 things, major points, okay? Absolutely important. The stop, again, where the key stops when you put it, when you insert it, it's going to stop right there. Okay, so you got to line those up perfectly, or you're just asking for trouble. It's going to be like domino effect, and everything's going to go against you. Line that up perfectly. The bottom, that's the 2 things. The stop and the bottom. Line those up as good as you possibly can. I'm going to get my specs on so I can see as good as the camera does. And let's see, I'm going to use some vice grips just to clamp these together. I'm trying to work around the camera, so please pardon my my videography, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we're going to line those up. We're going to clamp them down real good and tight. Alright, that's nice and tight. So the bottom and the stop. Those are imperative. Super, super important. Okay, I got them lined up pretty darn good. And I'm going to lock it down. This might be noisy. Okay. Double check so nothing slid. Stop is lined up and the bottom's lined up. You see that? The stop and the bottom. Okay? Now, when you're cutting something flat like a quickset key or a Schlage key, you can just take a big bite off of that thing and it's going to be just fine. When they're wiggly like this, I don't know if I showed that very good. These more paracentric keys, the top part of the key right there, the key blade, it bends over. Hopefully we can get an end view of that. You see how it's wiggly? Now if you took a deep bite with this tool, it will smash that blade and it's pretty much game over. You're going to ruin the key. So what do? If I can get it to focus for me. You take small nips, okay? You don't get hungry, just snack on it. Take little bites. I'm just going to take little bites. Little bites. Just get some of that key blade out of the way first. Keep checking my backstop because it might move a little bit. Little bites. Just work with it. Don't force anything. Now we're going in for the deep one there. Boom. Get some of that end off there. See how I'm just snacking on it? Okay, now we got a shallow one right there. The second one back. That's pretty shallow. So that one should be shouldn't be too hard. Just gonna nip away. Clean up that first one there. And I think I got it pretty good. I got this end piece over here I don't like. And yeah, I use my Lishi as a hammer too. I didn't tell you that, did I? Alright, so continuing, little bites. Now that third cut back from the end there, that one's not too deep. I'm just going to snack on it. Okay, now we got these deep ones we got to deal with. Alright? So we're not going to go in. You don't go in and take that deep bite like that because you will smash that key blade. So I want to get some of that out of the way. So what do? Snack on it. Get some of this out of the way. Take little bites. See how I'm not smashing the key and destroying everything? Little bites. Okay? Little bites. Little bites. Now I'm working my way in to get that deep cut. Again, I'm trying to work around the camera and it's not working out too good. Okay, there we go. Alright, got to do the same thing for this last one back here. It's pretty deep, so I got to take little bites. Till I work my way in. I think I got it pretty good. Go back and clean up some of the other ones. Alright, I think I actually got the cuts that I'm looking for. I know I'm getting too close to the camera for it to focus, but I can't see when it's far back, so give a little to get a little, right? Okay, now I'm going to follow it around using that original key as a guide. And I feel pretty good about that. It's not very pretty, but I'll show you what we do about that. Let me get it out of there. Okay, put that out of the way. Now, there's the key we cut. Not too bad, but we do have a little bit of damage on it. And what I do for that, I just take a piece of sandpaper. This is 400 grit, by the way. And I round it out because remember how that top of the key blade is rounded? It comes towards me on top here. Round the piece of sandpaper to kind of fit that profile. And just work it. Just work it in there. Staying with the shape, the original shape of the key. And clean it up. Clean up the top side. Get a little cleanup. And if we did it right, it should work in this lock. A little more cleanup might be necessary, but let's see if we got the cuts right. Oh, there we go. See that? There it is. And like I said, you might take the sandpaper and just kind of clean it up because what you want to do, focus, is the way it's rounded out, just like I said, a little more cleanup in that rounded backside right there and that top edge. Just get the roughness off. And like I said, these are the other two keys I made. I cleaned them up real nice and they both work like a charm. Go in real smooth. So yes, You can cut a paracentric key with the Lishi key cutter. Take a little more time, take smaller bites, and you can get the job done. Now, I said it before and I'll say it again. This is no match for a key machine, okay? A key duplicating machine, but it's a great, great tool to have, okay? It doesn't require any cords, plugs, extra parts. It's just a simple key nipper, okay? So there it is. The Lishi key cutting a ABUS key, which is actually a Y keyway. I think it's a Yale style keyway if I remember right. And we used a Y2 key to do it. Alright, so that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed yet, please do so. It really helps me out. If you let me know what you think about this in the comments, please. Alright? Thank you.